Hello, everyone. Welcome to the holiday season. I know we're getting ready for a long weekend right now, and the rest of the holidays definitely are coming up here. Hope you all are staying safe and well, and are just doing what we can to continue keeping on onwards and upwards, as we say, right? So just a couple quick things that we need to review this month. One of them is an update that we've been sharing with you, but I want to be a little more specific because a change is coming related to how we access or potentially access our email for our school accounts. And then just a couple new features, and then we'll carry on. All right. So the first thing, as I mentioned, is something we've talked about before in previous newsletters. But as you know, security is a paramount thing that we need to focus on, not only for ourselves but for our student data. And one of the changes that we're going to be making on a security level is how we access our email from a mobile device or from a third-party mail application. So if you're somebody who only accesses your HPS provided email through Chrome, you always go to G Suite and just access it through the web, regardless of what device you're on, whether it's your personal phone or a work computer or a personal device. If you're always through the web, you can disregard this message. You're all set. There's no action needed at all. But if you're like me, who has a personal device and has chosen to access my HPS email on that personal device, a change is needed. And I just want to walk through that step with you. I'll actually do it with you here just so you can see an example of what I mean. But basically, if you own an iPhone or an Android device or use a third-party mail app such as a Mail or Mac Mail, or Outlook or some other third-party mail app to access your email, I mean, we will not be able to do that going forward, coming very soon. Sometime in December, we're going to be making this change. And so we're just trying to communicate to get ahead of that now, so you can change how you're accessing your email so that you can stay secure and accessible going forward. So if you're like me, I have an iPhone here, and we have this. This is just a projection of my iPhone screen. I have always used this mail app, the built-in mail app, to access my email. And so what you'll see now is I open up my email, I got my other hats that I have to wear, and then I have my Gmail, my Google account from HPS in here as well. I will not be able to use that when we make this security change going forward. So what we're gonna need to do is, instead of using the built-in mail app here or any other third-party one you might need to use, we need to switch it to the official Gmail application instead. And so what I'm going to do is just go into my app store. And again, this can look different depending on what device you have here. And I would just search for Gmail. And what we'll see is we'll have an app here specifically from Google. And if you haven't downloaded it already, you can certainly download that. It's free. And then when you open it, it will then prompt you to sign in with your HPS provided account or a Google account. If you happen to already have the app and already have it set up, in the top right, you can tap on your profile, and there's the option to add another account in here. And then it'll prompt you through that normal Google sign in that we're used to from here. And so that's the change, is to make sure that you download the official Google app for your Gmail, should you decide to use this on a personal device or even a work device if you happen to have one mobily from Haverhill Public Schools. Add your account in here should you want to access it. And then finally, you'd want to remove your account from that built-in mail app. And so if I visit my settings, and then I can scroll down in settings to my apps, and then I'm on the latest version, so you might not have to go as far as I'm going here to find it, but if you scroll down, you'll find the settings for your mail, and then you'll have your different accounts that are there, and then you can visit your appropriate Gmail account and then just delete it from the device. It will not delete any of your content in your email or calendars or anything. It just removes the access from this device. And so that's really what you'd want to do. Remove it from the built-in mail app and make sure you're either only accessing your Gmail from the school on the web or with the official Gmail app. And again, this change will happen in December. We'll certainly announce it a little bit more, but I just want to show you a practical example of what you would need to do should you be using a built-in app on your phone. The next two things I wanted to speak of this morning are the ideas of some feature updates. I know many of us use the Classwize feature from our filtering company, where it provides you the visibility to look at your student screens. And then also, when you activate your class session, you can restrict websites or give them some focus attention on certain website resources. One new feature they've added is this ability to turn on the focus mode, but to choose a library set of websites that you want them to access. In the past, you'd have to kind of manually create your sessions each time. So if you didn't want them to go to YouTube, for example, you'd have to add that every time you started a class. Now, when you go to start your class and you're in an active session here, if you go to Class Tools and go to Focus, what you'll be presented with is the ability to create a focus session or a focus library. And what it allows you to do is pick the rules that you're used to using and save them for later so that you can simply recall them next time you're in a class session. So rather than building these sets every single time, you can have your focus set that you want for a particular class or classes, and then just recall that nice and easy. Great new feature from them. And then from Google, they've added a new, actually coming soon, they've added some new templates in Google Slides. I know we use and love Google Slides for a lot of different things, but what they're doing is they're expanding their template library to have a lot more templates in there. And so for us education folks here, we'll have things like lesson plan, projects, student portfolios, different themes that are education related that we can just simply load into a presentation. It's got a ton of slides already in there that look great and are already pre-formatted, and all we need to do is change some content or build upon what's already there. So look forward to that coming up. It'll just simply be in Google Slides from that insert template or from that quick template button in the toolbar. Alrighty, and then last but not least, we've been doing a ton of training sessions lately, and so just don't forget that that is a resource that's available to you from our Launchpad. If you go to the iSchool website, we'll have some resources here and the different ideas and different things that you might want to learn about, from essential technology skills to integrated technology to advancing technology. We've done a ton of stuff with some data analysis lately, some basic spreadsheets, some advanced spreadsheets. Doing some tricks in Chrome to manage your tabs and have things set up more permanently for pinning. Even some advanced document building within Google Docs, using things like bookmarks and styles to create interactive websites, and using smart chips to kind of build meeting notes. Using Google Sites as a resource bank for meetings, rather than having 27 different Google files everywhere. We just simply have a site that's our landing page for resources. So a lot of interesting things we can do in here. So if you feel like you want a little leg up productivity wise and want to chat through some stuff, we'd be more than happy to do that. iSchool website to make an appointment. And you'll see that we both have in-person options and remote options depending on what suits you. So definitely take advantage of that as we go forward. And then again, just stay happy, stay safe, enjoy the next part of this season, and we'll see you guys soon.